The $1,000,000 question. I get it all the time. Sometimes I try to avoid it. Why do I not take my 400 horsepower WRX to the track? Hopefully in today's video, I give you some insight on that question, and maybe you could see more of the side and the reasoning of why I answered that question that way. Let's get straight into the video. But first, we got a freaking cold start for the boys and the girls. I know you're out there. All right. Now, there's obviously multiple reasons why I don't take my car to the track. And in this video, I am trying to be as completely as transparent as possible. I ain't lying to you guys. This is pretty much just how I feel. And really what it comes down to is actually how I feel. Now, if you are new to this channel, quick rundown of what the car is. It's an STI drivetrain swapped. It's an 06 WRX. I went to an automotive school. I built the engine. It puts down about 400 horsepower. Okay, that's the quick version. It's on air suspension. It's got wide wheels. They're sticky R888s. It's got only a rear sway bar and adjustable rear control arms. And that's pretty much it. So in theory, you would think, oh, why don't you take it to the track? Now, I can tell you, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the car is on air suspension, and that's part of the reason why I don't necessarily want to take it to the track. Now, hear me out. I understand that there's people on air suspension that take their car to the track. Now, from my experience, I think it's decent. I don't think it's bad, but I also don't think it can compare to a set of coilovers that are at the same price point, about $3,500, which is what air suspension is. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is, if I was gonna go to the track, I'll get coilovers. It is what it is. That's just how I feel about it. I probably should give them a chance and at least track them once, but that's just how I feel after owning air suspension for about 3 years. One of the biggest reasons that I'm gonna get out there straight away is, I'll be honest. Like I said, I built the engine by myself, right? And I would say maybe, it's just my opinion, I feel like I'm a bit more connected up to the car and more worried about it just because of how much time I've put into it. I'm well aware, and you should be too, taking your car to the track and putting it in those conditions, obviously the car is going to fail at some point, right? I mean, I've put whatever, about 11, 12,000 miles on my engine after I built it. I haven't really had any major issues, but I'll be honest, I'm still scared. And also to that, the unfortunate kind of truth, or at least maybe it's me just being a little scaredy cat, is my car is technically a part of my business, right? And if my car goes down, I don't make thousands and tens of thousands of dollars through my social media stuff to pay for another, whatever, say it was a $6,000 to $8,000 engine bill. I'm just scared. I'm gonna tell you straight up, this is me being 100% honest. I think the car probably could handle it, but I'm being 100% transparent with you guys. I am scared that the engine would blow up. Something would go wrong, and I'm afraid. That's the number one reason. Now, that had to be said. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, you can make fun of me if you want, but I just want to be honest with you guys. I kind of wish I did not do the flares on my car. I wish I stuck wide body. I don't think the added width on the wheels is really adding anything for me besides looks. And I mean, let's be real, I don't necessarily think that my flares and my power level, I don't think I need them. I don't think I need the wider wheels to hold my power. You know, typically you would do that. Obviously you see full-blown race car Subarus, they have freaking 600-800 horsepower. They probably need all that rubber underneath them. I don't, let's be real. So I kind of wish that I didn't do that for the power level that my car is at. Reason being, I said it multiple times over, when you flare your car, it's pretty much inevitable. If you want to ride low like me, you're going to end up rubbing in the rear, which I could show you when I get out of my car. Just where the door pretty much comes up, there's just not a lot of place. There's not a lot of space to where you can actually cut. So, especially if you're doing like a canyon run and there's a bumpy road, just being hard on the car, going through a turn, it's going to rub, and rubbing into tires that cost over $1,000 is something that I personally don't want to do. To answer your guys' question, has my car ever actually been to the track? And that answer is actually yes, I probably should have mentioned this way earlier in the video, but I have actually taken this car to the track, but it was when it was pretty much 100% stock. I might have had like an STI intercooler, and that's it. Like STI intercooler, I got some sticky tires, I got some track wheels, and I think I had BC coilovers, and that was literally it. That was it. I sent it, I went to the track. The car was at a stock power level. I mean, it was fun, it was cool. But I don't necessarily think it was me at the time. But now, I'll be honest, I feel like, at least for me, being like a car guy, you go through phases as far as what you use your car for. And I think it would be cool to build a track car, but I'll be honest, I don't think this car is it. You never know, never say never, but I think I pretty much just built the car to be a fun street car, and I just don't ever see me taking this car to the track and abusing it like that. But again, never say never. Maybe if I end up making some more money in the future, not too worried about building another engine, so on and so forth, then I might send it. I think me and going to the track, I can see that happening, but I think it'd be another car. Maybe another cheap Subaru, or I've been looking into other platforms like Miata, BMW E36, something like that. And I think that would also be cool to, number one, diversify the channel, getting another car for specifically a track build, having it be a lot cheaper, not having me be so invested money-wise and like emotionally-wise. Being emotionally invested in your car, it's a thing. Car people, they will understand. You don't want to blow up your baby. So, I could see myself getting like a Miata and building it on the channel and learning as much as I can about track stuff and teaching you guys, obviously, right? I like learning, and then obviously sharing my knowledge that I've gotten and sharing it with you guys. So that would be the entire point of that build. So maybe a little foreshadowing saying, hey, we're probably building a track car in the future. All right, so we pulled over on the side of the road, and I told you guys I was going to show you pretty much why I wish I didn't wide body my car, and where it rubs, just to give you a visual reference, because people always like to see that. Right there. That's why. Blame it on this thing. This is literally why I do not take my car to the track. It's just gonna rub. Like, I wish someone, you know, would have warned me more. You know, probably someone did, but I'm pretty stubborn and I don't listen to people. But literally right there. If someone has a better tip on, do you just cut more? Do you cut like the door? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure someone has a flared Subaru out there that tracks all the time. Help me out, because that's one big thing why I just don't drive my car hard. I don't go on mountain runs and stuff like that. So I know this was a quick, straight to the point video. That's honestly the kind of videos that I feel like a lot of people respond well to. Obviously, I do want to maybe integrate some more like vlog style content, but I am really enjoying giving you guys insightful, informational, and as best entertaining videos as I can. And hopefully I answered some of your questions on why I don't take my car to the track. Yes, it's pretty much because I'm a scaredy cat and I shouldn't have cut my car. That's a short answer. Now, if you have a good idea for a future video for me to do, this is your time to comment that video idea down below. Whatever video idea I like the most, or I think it's gonna provide the most value for all of you guys, is the video I'm gonna make. And of course, in that video, I will give you a personal shout out for coming up with that video idea. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.